Welcome to Wine Road, the wine, when, and where of Northern Sonoma County. I'm your host, Marcy Gordon, with Beth, Costa, Executive Director of the Wine Road.
Thanks to Ron Rubin, we're able to keep our podcast rolling along. The financial support of River Road Family Vineyards and Winery allows us to keep recording, keep sipping wine, and keep sharing stories with our listeners. Check out their website at riverroadvineyards.com and explore their Chardonnay, as well as a finely crafted Pinot Noir from the Russian River Valley. That's riverroadvineyards.com. And hey, thanks, Ron, for allowing us to make this show happen.
Happy New Year, and welcome to episode 243. Today our guest is Caterina Balletto from Balletto Vineyards, second generation. And she brought us some beautiful bubbles to celebrate. Happy New Year, Caterina. We're so glad you're here.
Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Cheers.
and I love it. She did think ahead and brought bubbles for the New Year's. This is awesome.
I know. It's always yummy. Always
This
with
is
a reason to
delish.
celebrate,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Yes.
So what is it exactly that we brought? I didn't get to see the bottle. What do we got?
So this is our 2019 Brut Rosé, and it was actually just bottled in last winter. So you would think, oh my gosh, 2019, it's such an old sparkling. Well, actually, our winemaker absolutely loves making sparkling, and his favorite is taking 5 years to make it
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
bottle.
Yeah.
So this was a 2019 harvest, but in late 2024, it was bottled. And the reason, honestly, being for that is that it's 5 years in bottle on the lees, which when he described it, I'm like, oh my gosh, you gotta put this in terms I can understand. He is basically saying it's like kind of the dead cells, I'm going to say this wrong. It's either the dead fermentation cells or the dead like yeast cells.
Yeah, it's the yeast.
Yes, thank you. And he said it just really gives it
Gives
that
it, like oomph.
yeah, exactly.
And body and
Yeah, like body,
deliciousness.
right.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he's like, it takes 5 years for that to happen.
He's right.
In his opinion. So super yummy. It's my mom and I's drink of choice. And
This is so lovely because
Always
it's
Reese's.
got that brioche and the
Yeah.
yeast,
Yeah,
but
it's a lot of
but
yummy.
it's super a little fruity and luscious. I love this.
Well, thank you.
That is a
This
nice
is a
little
way to start
celebration.
the year.
Yeah. You know, I know, like good
Can we
call.
just have it New Year's Day
Yeah.
every day?
I know, seriously. Always a reason to celebrate,
Good
honestly. And it's like, it's nice because it's not what we're known for,
Not at all. Yeah.
but our winemaker's super passionate about it and we love it. And
And this is a
it's
blend
fun.
of Pinot and Chardonnay.
it is. It's about 60% Pinot,
Yes.
40% Chardonnay. Super light. When you think of rosé,
yeah,
you're like,
when you
is
said
it a
I'm
rosé?
holding it up to my paper, I'm thinking it's a hint of pinkish,
Has a
maybe,
little
but I don't know.
tinge.
Yeah.
little like
Yeah.
salmony.
Yeah, kind
Little
of salmon-y.
tinge
Yeah.
of pink
Yeah.
makes me want to drink it all day.
So true. Yes.
Matches
Oh my
your
lord,
eyes.
that was delicious. Okay, so Balletto, how did Balletto Vineyards come to be?
So really kind of the journey started with farming through my family. And we like to say we're second generation vintners, but technically like fifth generation
Farmers.
Yes.
So my dad's grandparents started farming. Then it led to my grandma. Then it led to my parents. And now us.
And didn't your parents really start with vegetables? Not
They
so much.
did.
Yeah.
Exactly. So really it started with vegetable farming. And
Farming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so my grandparents started, or excuse me, I believe it was my dad's grandparents started farming in Daly City
Oh yeah.
in like South San Francisco area. And then that just kind of carried on. And then just in necessity to survive, my dad started vegetable farming. And that just kind of grew over time. He's just had an entrepreneurial spirit from the start. And that grew with my parents. We became one of the largest vegetable producers north of the Golden Gate.
Wow.
Grew into this like ginormous business. And then just economics happened. The
Yeah.
NAFTA happened. A few bad rainstorms happened. So Mother Nature, just like the perfect storm of things.
Right.
And we just kind of started at ground zero again. Just had to pivot. Being a farmer, survival mode, honestly. And my parents had a property out in Burnside, so nice. It's like
Yeah.
coming out
right.
here.
Out where we are in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
exactly,
right.
exactly. It was too cold to farm vegetables, and so I believe it was Mel Sanchetti, another well-known farmer. He was like, why don't you plant grapes? And so that was the first vineyard that they ever had, was out in the Sebastopol Hills. I believe it was planted in 1995, so a year after I was born.
Okay.
And that just kind of started their journey with grapes. And so when they needed to transition out of vegetables, it was kind of a natural transition into grapes. And so that's kind of when the winery was born.
Just 30 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. And so we started selling everything at first, and we converted. We had a vegetable packing facility. That's still our winery today. We converted it from a vegetable packing facility to the winery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you were to walk into our cellar today,
Right.
you would see the big vegetable fans.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my
so
gosh.
it's really cool. It's like a lot of history.
Some history there.
Yeah. And we started selling our first grapes, and then we started making our wine in 2001. It was our first vintage.
That's
Amazing.
not that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I love that it transitioned.
Yeah.
It wasn't a plan. It
And this
wasn't plan A.
Burnside Road is still one
Yeah.
of my favorite Pinots, is
Oh,
from Burnside Road. And so that
Yeah.
vineyard persists.
Oh, yes.
And you have
Yes.
many, many, many. You can't drive around Sebastopol without seeing Balletto
There's
Vineyards.
lots of little signs that say
Yeah.
Balletto Vineyards. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Over time, they've definitely grown, which has been cool to see. But also, for sure, like Burnside has my heart. It's it's one of the most special places. My parents have lived there for about 40 years, and it's just gosh, I tell my parents, I'm like, if heaven was anywhere on earth, I think it would be on
This would be it.
This would be
Yeah.
it. It just
Yeah.
is really special.
That's wonderful.
So yeah.
So then you came along, and
Yes.
you have one sister or two sisters. I can't remember.
I have one older sister. She's exactly 2.5 years older. So she is born on May 26th, and I'm October 26th. I don't know how my parents planned that, but yes. So she's older. Yes.
And
Yeah.
you're the one that said, I'd like to do a little work in the winery. Or did
Yeah.
this just happen, or was it a plan? Or
I think I always did want to come back. And it was funny, my mom would always push me in college. I knew I wanted to go to college. Like, my parents never went to college. We were first generation college. My parents were like, you both are going to college.
Right.
Going to
Yeah.
college. So I went into school, and I was like, I always want to own my own business. And even now, I don't own a per se a piece of the business. But I
Right.
always thought, I was like, okay, if I could do anything, I wanted to own my own
So you've
business.
always had an entrepreneurial spirit.
yeah, and you learned from your parents.
Like
yeah.
from like my dad and
Yeah.
and from my parents both. Yes, exactly. And so I never went to the career fairs, and my mom was always so pissed off at me. And so she would be like,
I don't
why
need no career fair.
Yeah. I studied finance, and she's like, why aren't you going to these career fairs? I'm like, I'm coming back.
Oh my gosh.
And so at that time, I knew what I wanted. But it was funny, parents, they want, to explore and go out, and which I totally
Which
get
is
too.
so good.
Because they want you to
Exactly.
make this choice on your own and not
Not
regret it
be
or not
forced.
feel
Exactly.
pressured. It has to
Totally.
come from you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I came back right after college, and it did not work out. My dad and I, but we're very similar in a lot of ways, different in others. And but I came in and was like, I have all these ideas.
You have
and
ideas,
things.
yeah.
And I came in way too hot. I came in, I was like, we're going to change this and this,
I love
this,
it,
this, this, this. And it was like, whoa, to the person or people, my parents who built this from
Right.
nothing. I'm coming in with all these ideas, which I had positive intent, but
Right.
the way that I 10 years ago
Right.
did it was
Yeah, of
the
course.
best. So
It was with enthusiasm.
Yeah, exactly. It was enthusiasm without refinement.
Right.
And so I actually ended up leaving. We were it was just, it got to the point where it was like, it's better for our relationship
Well, yeah.
right now.
So you came in with
yeah.
enthusiasm but not experience.
Yes.
So that's
Exactly.
the difference. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I needed that. And
Mhm.
so I went outside and I worked at another winery for a bit. And then
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
good.
That's a smart move.
yeah. And so learned a little bit there. And then for 5.5 years, I actually transitioned to the natural health world. And
Oh.
I worked for traditional medicinals tea
I
companies.
love them.
wonderful.
They're incredible.
They are incredible.
Nothing but amazing things
What?
about them. And so I
An
learned
icon
yeah.
of the area too. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, they're an incredible company, and I happened to transition to a role there in their marketing team. So I'd done some marketing, always was interested in it, but I was always in like finance or some kind of other role.
Right.
And so I came onto this amazing big marketing team and just learned so much for 5.5 years.
Is
wow.
awesome experience.
It was amazing.
Worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
That kind of experience.
Absolutely.
With that kind of a brand.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just learned so much and just learned so much about ethics and sustainability and sourcing and just like leading, watching and learning and seeing how Drake and his wife Naoma and just the whole leadership team really elevated everyone, but also held accountability, and just really trying to grow a brand sustainably. And so I learned so much from them. And
That's
still,
awesome.
and really talk to a lot of people. No, it left, to my understanding, on a very positive note with our whole team, and still talk to a lot of people to this day. And and then just decided, hey, I was getting married. I wanted to start a family. I knew I wanted a lot of flexibility with starting a family.
Right.
I knew at that time, I was like, I think it'd be a really great time to transition back to being a part of the family business. My parents are wanting to, like, in the next few years, take a step back.
Yeah.
And there was just an opportunity. And so I came back. When did I come back? Last July. So so July 2024, I came back and I've never looked back. And I came back thinking I was going to go back into finance, and I've just done a whole slew of things behind the scenes, and I'm just loving every day.
That's so awesome.
I love that. So you're doing a lot of different things.
Yes.
What in particular, what kinds of things?
So I do help the accounting team. We have an amazing controller, and I'm learning so much from him, but then also my parents I work very closely with. So I work on the accounting team, but then I also handle different admin things like benefits on our side, healthcare, 401k. Let's see, I help with payroll a bit. I help with HR, which is very new.
Yeah.
And
so you're like going to business school.
Exactly.
You're
it's
getting
like
a 20,000-foot view right inside, like working in every department, understanding every aspect. That's incredible.
Yes, exactly. It's like, I totally agree with you. That's what I've thought over the last, time that I've been there now. It's like getting an on-demand MBA. Right. And, and it's like, and I absolutely
Real
respect
world.
to anyone who's done that. I don't want to take that away, but it's just like, there's so much going on right now that it's been really cool to tackle.
And it works out with you and your dad now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, we're great. We definitely have moments where we're like, but we're very, I would say, you of course have your moments, very respectful and like we'll listen to each other.
Right.
And I'm learning more and more, like when, because he ultimately is the boss, when I need to let him have that decision and when I need to push back and when it's appropriate to do that. So I'm like, it's still a work in progress, but I'm learning, but really like, and there are tough days and there are amazing days, but I go to home and I'm like, everyone's like, oh, how is it working with your parents? I'm like, I love it. I really do.
Oh, that's
like,
so fantastic.
I do. Like overall, I'm like, dang, I feel so lucky at this point in my life to go every day and be like, I see my parents every day. Yeah. And like, that's not something
how
a lot
lucky
of people
for you.
can
A lot of
say.
people don't get that.
Yeah. So,
Well, and I think it's just growing up and learning that it is their business and they did start it. So you do have to have respect for their decision making. And the more that you're there and the longer you're there, the more they will respect that, you do know what you're doing. And maybe your ideas are new and different, but valid,
Yeah.
But you're getting that foundation and the base and the nitty gritty and the nuts and bolts of what, so you could theoretically take this to any company because it's the basis of it. Right. And what a great experience and how fortunate for that to be the family business too.
Totally. And it's really is a
you can't get more invested than that.
Totally. And it really is such a great honor to be in the position that I'm in. And I don't take it for granted, knowing that like there's a lot of weight on it. And a lot of pressure on it, but also just like to be in the position to help harness it into the next generation, which my sister and I want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
It's awesome, honestly.
And sometimes that's hard too, negotiating with, there's other employees
Well,
and
yeah.
you're the family
Right,
member.
right.
So
Totally.
the daughter
Yeah.
of the boss, it's always
Yeah.
like a sticky wicket sometimes. And just
Totally.
figuring all that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, to me, is the biggest thing is, and I'm still, it's a work in progress in some ways.
Always will be. Right.
But just getting and maintaining the respect of
Yes.
all of our employees, that knowing like, I will be the last one there, or
Right.
I will come in on the weekends, or whatever it takes to help you, I will do it. No job is too small or too big
Right.
for me. I'm your teammate. We're in this together.
Yeah.
Like I try to harness that as best as I can. And
Right.
of course, always opportunity to do better.
You're not just another Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not if she's
For
in there
sure.
putting in the time.
You're the real
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah. And honestly, it's like my parents my sister and I have always grown up with the mindset of what's they built and what they have is theirs. And let's build our own lives and not expect anything.
Not expecting
Whatever
it, yeah.
that means.
You can't take it
Not
for
feeling
granted.
you're not
Exactly.
entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've tried to instill that in us as best as possible. And I feel like that was we were always growing up going to work
Right.
Yeah.
with my
Right.
parents. Like I remember going to wine events or work. And
Right.
I think it's so important that it was like we learned early on like the value of a dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And how hard it is, to work. And it with work does sometimes come reward, but you have to work hard to get
Yes.
there. And
Well, I think they're in good hands with you and your
Oh, gosh.
sister. I mean,
know.
that's very exciting. And also,
Yeah.
your heart, you can feel it when you talk, that you're really,
That's
your
genuine.
heart is in it genuinely.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. for
Cheers to
sure.
that.
Yeah.
I know. I keep sipping on it. She's talking. I'm like,
oh,
I'll just keep sipping. I'm good.
I'm so good.
Well, I enjoyed listening to, because we're trying to get more and more
Yeah.
people who are second generation and
Yeah.
here, and everybody kind of has the same path, and that their parents say, you probably should go do something else for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come back if you genuinely want to.
Yeah.
Not if,
Yeah, that's-
not as an expectation you have to. It's part of the family, and you're
Yeah.
going to do it whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So going away, figuring it out on your own.
It's definitely been a theme in
And learning
all
from
our,
others.
we've been
Yeah.
talking to a lot of the second, third generation young people, and they all say, well, I wasn't that interested, and then I went to college, and then I
Yeah.
came back and I saw it with new eyes, and
Yeah.
how you really have to, you can't appreciate what's in front of you till you're gone.
Totally.
Right.
And then you
Yeah.
also have to see the rest of what else is out there, so you can come back and
Yes.
embrace it and have it be your choice.
Yeah, and just working for other businesses and seeing how they do things and how they navigate,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you can bring that to the table for you.
Yeah.
So when we do have things, at the wine road where we have big events and things like that, do you also get, thrown into the tasting room and doing things like that? Are you behind the bar? Are you pouring wine? Yeah.
Yes.
Talking with the customers?
Oh, yes, 100%. I am at a lot of events. Of course, having a baby recently,
Yes.
it's that, before having a baby, I'd be like, yes, I'm at as many events as I can be.
Right.
Now it's trying to navigate that balance.
Baby comes first.
The baby,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And my husband's been so amazing and supportive with everything. But, yes, as much as I can be, I try to be there. Like, for example, on our most recent wine club appreciation, I was there both days.
Yeah.
It's so great to connect with as many people as possible, and just knowing that they know it really truly is like a family business, and we so appreciate and love every person that comes through that door that is there to support us and loves the wines.
Yeah, and you represent the
Yeah.
brand. You are the
Yeah,
family, so it's
exactly.
that people appreciate that, I'm sure.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
think people
Yeah.
totally love that.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to support a family-run business that
Yeah.
is really a family-run
Yeah,
business.
truly. And
Yeah.
Balletto has so many programs, marketing programs. You
Yeah.
have almost like a mini event center there. Are you involved with the marketing as well as all the other aspects?
Not very much at this point. We do have someone in-house who does marketing for us. And just with bandwidth right now. It's
Yeah.
like managing a lot of the admin side of it. I touch it every now and then. It's something that would be fun to, for
so
sure.
you do have a large event center back there.
Yes.
So I know that you have a lot of community. What do I want to say?
There's a lot of
fun, but there's lots of community fundraising events that I think, that's at Balletto also, and that's at Balletto also, and I see a lot of that.
It's a beautiful space.
Yeah, it's a really nice
Thank
space.
you.
And then
Thank
you have
you.
done comedy nights and other things.
Yes.
So seems like there's always something on the calendar.
Yes, my mom designed that event center, and it finished in early 2020. So it kind of finished. And then
I
COVID
watched
happened.
it go up.
And then no one was there for 2 years.
I
Yeah.
can see everything in Balletto from my office window at my home. I overlook where we're at the high point in Sebastopol.
Yeah.
So
Events are a whole other, beast. But it's okay. It's an opportunity for us to expand our offerings, and it's really fun, like you said, to have community gatherings and support the community, and also have people have celebrations there. My husband and I had our wedding celebration there, and it was amazing, so fun.
Because you have great patios there too.
Yeah.
You have
There's
that entrance
so many-
and then that side one.
There's just a lot of different areas.
A lot of great
Yeah.
spaces and a baseball diamond.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is so fun too. That's definitely part of our history of just a testament to my parents and how much they really truly care about their employees. And it did, for anyone who doesn't know.
So you need to explain that because baseball
Sure.
diamond, people are like, what?
Yes.
So
So
an
it's
event center, a baseball diamond, a swimming pool.
Yeah.
We're all over the place. It's okay. So we have with all those different spaces. One of the original things that we had, before all the different patios, before the event center was, and still is, in a regulation size baseball field, down towards the Laguna, at our winery, so our Occidental Road facility. And really it was, my parents said, we'll pay for it if you will build it, to our vineyard team. And the vineyard team, they came to my parents and inquired about it. So that's what they said. And it was awesome. They had built it, and they continued to
they had to take out a lot
maintain
of vineyards property, a lot of vineyards.
I don't remember exactly how many acres, but it is a decent chunk of land.
Large.
But that's taking out vineyard,
But
to do this.
But it's giving back into all the goodwill and all
It's
the
amazing.
different intramural teams that come and play there.
For sure.
It's kind of like a landmark.
For sure. And it is so fun because you will come in on the weekends and the teams will be playing and they're just enjoying the area, being outside, and to have it there is just so special for them to have that outlet.
And they bring their families. So
And it's mostly
family.
the vineyard workers. It's for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I
They
love
have
that.
a league. Yeah.
I mean, they had something, was it last summer, where everybody dressed up in period clothing and played some big baseball game? I can't remember.
Yes.
Don't remember the details, but I thought, oh my gosh, that sounds
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, we were able to have an old-timey, I believe it's what they call it, old-timey baseball.
Take me out to the ball game.
Yeah, so it was kind of one day where we were able to have also a couple teams come together. They dress in the period clothing. They
That's
have
so
a
cool.
game. I think there might have been 2 games. And we were able to bring in folks for that. And it seemed like a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read
I
about
had
that
just
after.
had my baby, so I wasn't
Like,
there,
oh,
but I
yeah.
heard it was amazing.
Priorities.
Yeah.
So let's see. What would you say is your favorite part of being back there and being involved? It's hard to pinpoint.
I know. Gosh,
I think being with your parents every day would be magical as a parent
Definitely.
myself.
No, for sure it's being with my parents every day, but then also second to that is just learning. Like I learn every day something new.
That's cool.
And how to navigate so many different types of situations. I would say that. I'm never bored.
I think too,
Yeah.
it would be
A lot
just
of balls in the air.
knowing you're part
Yeah.
of this enormous legacy. That must feel so good. To know that this is just not a job and a business. This is
Right.
my family's
Yeah.
legacy.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind
Yes.
of historic in a way, and that you get to carry that to the future and ensure it goes to the future.
For
So
sure.
I would think if it was me, I'd be feeling legacy vibes.
I would love that. I'd love to go to the grocery store and see a bottle on the rack that has my family's name on it. I think
there's a lot
special.
of pride in that.
Pretty amazing.
There's definitely pride in that, and it never gets old. Whenever someone comes up to you, or a friend even, or a family member, they're like, oh my gosh, like we're sure to support you when we're in X place.
Right.
Or, oh my gosh, like they'll send me a picture and be like, just saw your wine on the shelf at this place, or just had a bottle at dinner, or glass. And it truly never gets old.
Right.
And just knowing that people love it and are supportive and
kind. Balletto is so supportive of the community.
In a huge
the
way.
Outreach and the charity and everything that Balletto's involved in. It's just an example of leadership through the business, through the community, for the people. They're always number one in supporting other projects. It's really
like when I go to the
Thank
Green
you.
Music Center, just lots of different places and who the sponsors are. Balletto's so often on that list, and that's huge. I mean, you're just a small family winery also, and yet you're supporting that many other things. So I think that is super important.
Thank you. I think community, it's definitely one of our biggest values, and something that, when you grow up, you don't quite fully understand.
No, absolutely
and
not.
then like coming back, I'm like, wow. And that I think drives both my sister and I as a big thing. It's like not only our team and supporting them, but also our community and continuing to support that. That definitely drives us to continue to make the business successful.
Okay, so anything else we need to know about Balletto? Did your mom give you some notes? Don't forget to mention this, or
No, I mean, gosh, if you want to come visit us, we really just try to be very approachable, and we love everyone coming. So if you're a family or you have pets,
that's right. You can bring your dog.
Bring them.
It is a beautiful spot, and it's, I've been at the Wine Road long enough to see it grow and grow and grow. It's really a beautiful spot, and I think it's cool that you have so many different avenues. You do have the front patio is a beautiful spot. It's an intimate little tasting room if you want to go indoors. The event center in the back. There's just so many different things.
Yeah, it's like the little pergola in the front.
Yeah.
Seems like you also do some sort of a dog walk thing. Maybe that's a different winery. Is that you guys?
No, you do that. I did that. Yeah.
Yes. We usually do it
through
once
the
a year.
vineyard.
Once a year. It's usually a really great turnout. So many awesome dogs, and it's so fun to see everyone, all different kinds of dogs, big,
dog.
small. Yeah. That's always so great to bring the community together in that way.
It's a dog walk through the vineyard.
Yeah, I could not do that. My dog does not like other dogs. My dog is small, but thinks he's the man of the world.
Well, walking with other dogs will
put him in his place.
That.
Yeah. There you go.
Because the pecking order will assume its rightful order.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh.
Teddy would not appreciate that. Okay, so let's see. Anything else? Are we kind of wrapping up?
So I would say, so you're open every day, or what are for visitors?
Yes. So we're open 7 days a week. Of course, on specific holidays, we are closed. Right. Other than that, we're open and.
And you have a sign out in front that the walk-ins welcomes.
Yes.
You can make a reservation, but you don't need to.
Exactly. You can make a reservation. Don't need to for specific things, like if you want to take our really fun, we call it our Bob tour, where you can take a tour on our golf cart throughout the vineyards.
I've seen that. Last time I was there, I parked next to it. I thought, that must be a tour item.
Yes, and it's so fun. We have a great team who can help you with a really fun tasting and then tour after through our vineyards, where you can just see the whole property and everything
that's worth doing.
People should do that because that is worth doing.
Yeah.
Also because they border the laguna there and all the birds and all the wildlife. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I think anytime you can get out in the vineyards, it just makes you appreciate the whole experience that much more, the whole tasting, everything.
Totally. Yeah, it's interactive. Mm-hmm. You can see, the different soils and the different grapes and things. It's so fun.
Brings it all together.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And the best way for people, is it balletto.com for the URL on
Yes, great question. So BallettoVineyards.com.
Balletto Vineyards.
2 L's, 2 T's. And you can make reservations for anything from a tasting to our tram tour, or just come in if you want.
And check out their calendar. They always have a lot of different things
have a
going.
lot
Like when
going
you
on.
have the comedy nights and you have different things.
We do.
And most people, if you're looking because you're going to be here in 3 months, I mean, go ahead and look on the
Yeah,
calendar.
look in advance and make your plans.
See what's
So
there.
we will put that link to the
Sounds
website.
good.
Okay,
Awesome,
so,
thank you.
I always have something extra.
Beth always got something, even on New Year's Day.
I always have something. I know. Hard to imagine. So, Winter Wineland is coming up in a couple of weeks. So ticket sales actually end January 12th. It's a Monday. It ends at midnight Monday, January 12th.
Coming up.
So it's a 3-day weekend, the event. And so a lot of the wineries are participating offer their same special on Monday. Just keep your wristband on. And if you can't make it to see them on Saturday or Sunday, you can probably pop in on Monday. So that's coming up. And then a couple of weeks after that, 3 days after Winter Wineland ends, we will launch ticket sales for barrel tasting, which is March 7th and 8th. And then in between there, because we don't like to leave one
fun
moment
never ends.
one moment slacking, we have our Wine Love Wine Trail, which is Saturday, February 14th. It's on Valentine's Day. So, we really that's what we do at the Wine Road. We try to put on different types of events to get people here to just explore as many wineries as you can and find your favorites and then explore places that you haven't been to before. So you can go to Winter Wineland, then you can go to Wine Love Weekend, and then you can go to barrel tasting. And I guess that's kind of all I have to mention for now because I'm out of steam. The end of the year, the holidays, they kind of take it out of you. That's the fun of Winter Wineland. I think everybody's tired from after the holidays. You're like, oh yeah, let's just go hang out with some friends and just relax and restock the wine that we drank over the holidays.
It's a fun
That's
event
great.
because it's very cash and everyone's just in a good mood.
That's where you isn't that where you met Oscar, who listens to the podcast? Weren't you at Winter Wineland?
I think that was one year Winter Wineland, yeah.
So it was funny. Marcy was just at a winery tasting on Winter Wineland, and she met one of our listeners named Oscar, and he recognized her voice at the tasting bar, and so they had this, conversation. So 2 years later, he did email me and said he was coming to town, and these were the places he wanted to go. Did I have any other recommendations? So I gave him some suggestions, some different places to go. And then, I forgot about that this person was coming to town. I wasn't meeting him. I just gave him some ideas. And then I happened to be out at Alexander Valley Vineyards to deliver some things. And some guy goes, Beth, is that you? And he recognized my voice also.
Oh, my God.
Oscar's
And it was
the
awesome. I'm
best.
like, oh, my God, that's amazing. So
One
it
of
was just
our best
so
podcast
fun.
listeners who
I
we've
thought
connected with.
Everyone just recognizes that woman with that annoying laugh.
That has happened
that's
to
me.
That's happened to me several times. People,
I know.
and they'll come. Are you Marcy Gordon? I'm always like, are they serving me a
does witness
summons?
protection.
Yeah,
Am I-
seriously.
am I
Should
gonna
answer
get-
yes?
Is
Like
this
maybe not.
Like, who wants to know?
So anyway, if you go to one of these events, you might just run into us.
That's awesome.
And I think that's it. I had already mentioned a couple of shows ago that we'll be celebrating our 50th anniversary for the Wine Road in 2026. So we'll look for a couple of different things that we'll plan for that. And the big event in November is when we'll have the grand tasting for the 50th celebration. And I think that really, I have one more thing. So I think that's
a lot.
it.
Well, thank you for coming. Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you for bringing
Yeah, and
sparkling.
thank you for
This is
bringing
awesome.
beautiful wine.
Yes, cheers.
For sure.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to
Cheers,
everyone.
Cheers,
Happy
cheers.
New Year.
Yeah. We made it again.
How we did it, I don't know. Another year.
It's true. It goes by too fast now.
All right, folks. We'll see you on the Wine Road in 2026.
Okay. Thanks.